Ain't never heard a rooster crow. Never walked barefoot by a river. Felt the mud up between your toes.
Good Saturday morning, folks. Just checking in to give y'all a little recap. I believe the last time I talked to y'all, I was in Jackson, Georgia. So we left out Wednesday morning to pick up that load. Got there about, I want to think it was maybe about 9 o'clock. Got loaded. Didn't take me about 30 minutes to get loaded, strapped down. And then I got on the road. I did stop off and get fuel in Dandridge, Tennessee. And then I run it as far as I could on my drive clock till Raffine, Virginia. Stopped off at a pilot up there. Went ahead and shut her down for my 10-hour break. And left out at 6 o'clock Thursday morning. I got to run through Virginia, West Virginia, PA, and into New Jersey. And got to New Jersey to the job site at about 1 o'clock. Got her unstrapped, and those guys jumped on it pretty quick. I went ahead and did my 30-minute break there. So I had about 6 hours of drive time left, so I headed south and to take it as far as I could, heading home. But man, let me tell you something. It's that northeastern traffic is just something else, man. It's Delaware, Baltimore, Washington, all that. I mean, it was just ridiculous. So I ended up getting in some traffic right there in Delaware. It took me like an hour and 15 minutes to go 5 miles. Well, at the end of that 5 miles, I got off at a pilot. It was about 6 o'clock, and I was running out of drive time. So I pulled over, took about a 3.5 hour nap. Got up about 10 o'clock. When I rolled out, just put her on personal conveyance, took the signs off the side of the truck, and rolled south. I got back into town at 5:30 Friday morning. And then I laid down till about 10. Got up, got the camper and stuff together, got it taken out there and set up. Come back home, finished doing some packing, wait for the wife to get off work, and then we rode out to the campground together. So I just come from the True Value, getting some propane refilled for the grill. But yeah, I know I had some deadheading last week, but you know, three days overall, from Monday at 1 o'clock when I picked up to Thursday at 1 o'clock when I delivered. You know, it was a $2,500 week. That's not bad for 3 days. So, and I understand the deadheading from Jersey home. You know, some people would put that in, but that's my time. You know, and I knew that when I booked the load that was the situation at hand. So, you know, I'm gonna eat that personally. But as far as the business side, it did pretty good. It's going to be a slow start next week after a holiday, so I'll look to book something on Tuesday. It's not a big deal, but my plan is not to be home next weekend. I'll just go wherever the loads take me. But I am going to try to run up around Ohio and PA and stuff like that. Try that out next week. Didn't see a lot in the South, so... but we'll see. But I think overall it was pretty good. I did get a call from the first broker I booked a load with, the one out of Rock Hill. He called Tuesday afternoon when I was actually booking the Jersey load and and said that he had another load for me, but I was already waiting on the rate comp, and I wasn't gonna stiff a broker. I'm sure it's gonna happen to me, and I always take names. So, but anyway, he said that he had a load that runs out of North Carolina to Texas once a week, or twice a month. It's once a month or twice a month, definitely once a month. And asked me if I would be interested. It'll be loaded down and loaded back to North Carolina. So we're going to work out the details on that the first of next week. I've already emailed him on it yesterday, Friday, and he was on his way to Florida. So he said he'd get the details over to me at the first of the week. Sorry, man, I'm tired. You know, hopefully that'll be a good run. I can do that in 3 days, and once or twice a month, and you know, then I can piddle around the other 2 or 3 weeks of the month. But anyway, I'll keep you an update on that. Oh yeah, in the last video, the Rice Krispie treat that felt old. Nah, it was good. It was real good the next morning when I got up. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get off here, get to camping, spend some time with the family and friends, and we'll see you next week, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe. Fancy Gap Mountain here, just trying to keep my RPMs up there. Temp running about 215, training about 185. It's not that it's a heavy load. Trailer weighs around 7,000 pounds, load weighs around 6, but it's just it's a tall load. It's a tall load. Hey guys, coming to you from Smithton, PA. Started out Tuesday. You seen earlier in the video the large white compressor on the time lapse, but got it picked up around 1 o'clock maybe, and headed north. And then you see me climbing Fancy Gap, which isn't really a mountain, but you know, it'd still work a truck. But I got up to Beckley and stayed the night. I was going to drive straight through, but and just be waiting on the folks when they got in this morning. But Google Earth showed that there was a gate, so I didn't want to be sitting on the road. So I stopped off in Beckley, got some sleep, and then had about a 5-hour ride up there this morning. I got to them around 11:30. Yeah, it was 11:30, and got that dropped off. And something you need to remember when you book these loads, it may not say when you book them, but where I picked up at, I've seen Hotshots load out there before when I was flatbedding in Peterbilt. But anyway, where I dropped off at did not have a concrete ramp to get a forklift outside. So when I showed up, they're like, well, how's this going to get unloaded? So, you know, since I aim to please, I told them I'd go next door and talk to another customer, see if they would come over and with their lift, take it off the truck and set it in their dock. And that's what happened. So luckily that worked out, but that'll be definitely something I'll ask. I mean, he knew I was a hotshot, and my truck trailer wasn't dock height. But anyway, it's no big deal. I was unloaded in 20-25 minutes. so it wasn't a big deal. Left there, pulled off on the side of the road right outside their gate, and worked on finding another load. A couple had already been booked, or I thought I had one set up, and the customer canceled. So anyway, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and head on back down 70 and find me a Pilot or a Flying J or something like that to stay at. And one popped up. I got alerts on my whenever I have the load boards up, I have alerts, and then I basically skim all of them within the distance, the closest ones. And if I don't see anything there, then I switch it over to age, where the new ones will pop up. And one popped up, and it was like I think it was like 75 miles, 65 or 70 miles from where I was, picking up going to Greensboro, which is back to my home state, Greensboro, North Carolina. So I did the carrier packet, everything online, got that all set up, waiting on a rate comp, my insurance company to send over to COI and all that stuff. And anyway, I hadn't got my rate comp yet, and it's not a practice of mine to head toward a load if I don't have my rate comp. But I knew I was going to be running the Northeast this week anyway, so I just went ahead and started heading north. Anyway, he sends me an email and says, same place, got another load going to Alabama. Would you be interested? Why, absolutely I'd be interested. So I'm picking up 2 loads at the same place. One's going to Greensboro, North Carolina. One's going to Alabama. Hold on a minute. I'm going to tell you right here. Dothan, Alabama. Delivery on Monday, but when I pick it up, I'm going to call them, see if they'll take it Friday. If they'll take it Friday, I'm going to go roll them down through, drop it off Friday. If not, stopping off by the house and enjoying the weekend, and I'll get started Sunday night. So that's where we are right now. And we're just hanging out here at the truck stop, listening to it rain. I got my shower, got my belly full at the Denny's. I'm happier than Richard Simmons with a wheelbarrow full of dildos. But anyway, appreciate y'all checking in, and we'll see you on the other side. Later.